Hi, everyone. I'm here with Elsa Rose today. She is one of our amazing, but there's a lot of amazing people in our community, amazing people in our Invoke Your Clients Magic community, our soul-based coaching certification program. And she's agreed to share with us about what that journey has been like for her. And we were just doing a little pre-chat and you were just kind of radiating and going, oh yeah. So I'm going to take you back because I really remember very vividly our very first call, which was an exploration call, right? When you were kind of just feeling into, is this a good thing for me? Could you take us back, Elsa, and share where you were in your life at that time?
Yeah. Yeah, so I was really like searching at that time. Like I was interested in coaching, but somehow not sure if the values of coaching were matching mine. And then somehow I don't even know how. I think I saw like somehow through dancing, one of the students' pages talked about like they were saying what their background was, and it was like soul-based coaching, and that's how I kind of got into like into your page. And and it felt just right, like on all levels, in values and everything, like what it was bringing. And then I remember our first call when I was like exploring, and it was just like it felt really right. And then it was like, but it felt like too good, and like maybe that I was so hesitant on like taking the jump, like
There was a lot of fear, wasn't there?
knowing like, am I making the right decision? Like, can I invest this much like in myself, in my own growth? And will it, like, what will it lead to, like, the unknown, and just allowing myself to take the leap into, like, I've never invested like this in myself. So it's like, and then trusting that whatever would come out of it would be what I needed.
It's such a big moment when you're at that kind of edge and at that kind of doorstep of like, oh, am I really going to do this? And just to let people know, you were in IT, right? That's kind of where you were coming from. So it was a very different, it was a different way of working in the world. So this was a big shift for you, just kind of thinking about, is this it? Is this really for me then? Yeah. And so you took the jump, after thinking and feeling into it, and you were like, yes, I'm going to do this. And then we spent a year together, journeying through the program. Can you say a little bit about what that has been like for you?
Like cracking open, that's what comes out, like it just, and just finding so much excitement and joy, and oh, okay, it gets to be this easy, even though there are like tough things as well, but it's just flow, like I'm just speaking like words and words like making no sense at all, which is right.
It's like that's about your own experience of your life, right? The joy and the ease and even if when I see you now, the way that you are in your body and how you hold yourself and how you speak and how you, like, there's so often that you're just radiating off the screen, like so much, like, enjoyment and power and radiance. It's all there.
And it's really like it happens so subtly, like through the program. It's just like layers upon layers in becoming like more comfortable in being myself and speaking how I want to be or speak in the world. Like it's an unfolding, and it's so gradual that you don't really notice until like all of a sudden like you're a totally different person like in a really, really good way. So it's like, yeah. And some also just, you know, allowing yourself, like removing the blockages opens up your energy to like receiving different things that you maybe wouldn't have, like I would never have allowed myself to go there actually, like, but yeah, this was the step, and then somehow it opened also so many other steps.
Beautiful. And in a way, this is like the side catch, right? Like the side effect of
Yeah,
learning how to coach, right? Because
yeah,
obviously that was kind of why you came. It's like, I want to be
yeah,
able to do this.
yeah,
But then also this happens, and you're very much not an exception in that sense. Like it happens for everyone in their own way, and it looks different for everyone. But that cracking open, that kind of really coming to,
yeah,
the way that I look at it, it's like coming so much closer to your own essence, and
yeah,
that just being allowed to be and shine and do what it
yeah,
does, you
yeah.
know, or be grumpy or what, you know, whatever it looks
Exactly.
like in the moment.
Yeah,
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 gorgeous.
yeah.
And can you say a little bit about what it's been like to learn to coach in this way?
Oh, it it gave me the boundaries that I needed in being there for people without inserting all of me in trying to going into the drama of like rescuing them or putting them into like the victim. And it just it gave me a way to be the neutral loving presence for people, which is not like it's so nourishing for me, and it brings about beautiful beautiful answers and changes for the people who are in sessions with me. So it's like such a gift, like such a gift, like, and I feel so much gratitude for
Mm.
having found this way of coaching, because it doesn't feel like coaching to me. It feels, yeah, it's just, oh, can we just all like be like this in life, and then it's like so easy.
Yes, please. I'm all on board with this. It makes so many things so much easier, right? To be
Yeah,
in, have the capacity to choose to be in this kind of relationship with
yeah,
another person and with yourself.
yeah,
Yeah. And so maybe it's good to just kind of touch on a little bit. A moment ago you mentioned how it's not all easy, and I think you were at the time referring to your life, like life is not never just easy, of course.
no,
But maybe it's also just good to talk about like the experience of Invoke. It's not just easy, is it?
oh, definitely not.
Mm.
Like it's brought about so many changes in my personal life as well. Like maybe not that, but yeah, I think it is that, because like at some point, like you realize more and more like what you actually want and how you want to relate. And I was already on that on that track, like figuring out more like how I want to be in relations and everything. But that this work kind of just opened it even more. Um, and opened up other things as well that brought even more of that. So like yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and so I think it's important to mention that this is a program that goes deep,
yeah,
both in the personal experience, but also in because we're really changing paradigms. So we're really
yeah,
breaking down the old paradigm of being in this supporting relationship with other people. So it
yeah,
also means that everyone gets to meet their own boundaries and their own hiccups in that process of
yeah.
learning, and that's also part of this journey
And
together.
but this work also, it goes deep, but it also gives me the tools to sit with all the difficult conversations that I had
Mm.
to go through in my personal life as well. So it's like, yeah, it's cracking me open, but it's also giving me wonderful tools to, yeah, to be with the people in my life as well. So
Yeah.
like it's almost like, okay, it doesn't even matter like what I do with this study. It's already brought so many gifts to my life that like no matter what happens, it's wonderful and so worth the investment, which for me was like huge, like
Yeah.
oof. But
Yeah.
like it's funny how like you spend a lot of money and it's really aligned for you, and then like the money just comes back. It's like,
We hear that so often for people. We can't quite give the guarantee, but it does tend to happen so often. And so yeah, if you were going to say something to your self, like at that edge of like, will I not, will I not, what would you say?
Trust your intuition. I know intuition is different for people. For me, it's my gut. For other people, it's different things that they know somehow, but just trust. And yeah, trust.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as I'm trusting that you're going to be one of our amazing certified soul-based coaches pretty soon, because you're doing fantastically beautiful work. I know I've seen you in action, because this is part of what we do as well. This program is really about skills development, so doing the thing, not just thinking about it. And so we'll make sure that we will link your profile near this video so people can find you. So absolutely reach out to Elsa if you want to get in touch and find out about what it's like to work with her.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much, Elsa, for sharing this with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.